Hey, welcome to the D. Louise book series. I'm Christina K-Y-S-T-I-N-A. This is where we read books, talk about books, no special effects, no theme music, none of that fancy stuff going on here. And please hit the like and subscribe. Please hit the like, thumbs up, please. So, I've got this pile of books that I'm reading a couple different series. But I saw this series. It's only 2 books right now. And I thought I'd give it a try. And I will tell you, I probably will not be reading the second one. Spoiler alert right now. This is the first one. It's got this first crime novel award winner, Mystery Writers of America Award. What? I said, do you want to come up? You said no. Well, you either want to be picked up or you don't want to be picked up. So, I don't even know what to say. Alright, let's just start at the beginning. Got my notes. So, Ruby is living with this guy, platonically, and he asked her to deliver books for him, and she delivers a trunk. He told her not to look. Do you want up or not? So she told him, so he tells her, I need you to deliver these books and this trunk full of books to this person, and you are not to look at these books. So she takes these books up, she accidentally runs into the guy, delivers the books, and then while she's in town, she's going to stay at the house of an old friend. And, ow! No special editing here. So, she's gonna stay at the house of this old friend. And for my purposes, we're just gonna call her Tam. And Tam is married to Edward. And apparently, Edward is not a very nice man. And Tam is not very happy in her marriage. And Tam has... That's the second one. Tam has got this... she wants to suffer. She's decided that she's made her bed and she's got to deal with it. Live with it. She has no choice but to live with it. She's got a horrible husband and she's going to suffer and probably enjoy her suffering agony. And everybody in town knows the guy's a horrible husband. Everybody, all the staff, all the servants know he's a horrible husband. But she made her bed, now she's got to live with it. And it's just, And apparently, this chick wrote Ruby a letter 2 years ago or 18 months ago and said help. And Ruby ignored the letter and then denies getting the letter. Here she's asking for help and you didn't even inquire, and she's not that far away. Apparently she's a day's travel away. So you didn't even, You know, I have this expression, it's just. And you can fill in that sentence any which way you want. It's just good. It's just bad. It's just horrible. It's just. And this book is just. I don't know. I don't know what I didn't. I just. Alright. So. she takes the books. She delivers the books. She stays with Tam. And while she's with Tam, she has a nightmare that she's attacked. When she wakes up the next morning, the husband has been killed violently. So she investigates the murder. People think she did it, and she's a witch, and all this stuff goes on. And she gets a little close with this other guy. He's the seventh son of the seventh son, and he supposedly has some mystical powers or whatever. And he tells her not to go into town. She goes into town and gets stoned. And then she's like, the constable comes and she's like, oh no, they were just kids. They didn't know what they were doing. Don't press charges. Yes. So they investigate the murder, and it's a little multi-layered and thick plot. There's several people involved. They blame it on the curse because the uncle was murdered in the same way. And then the uncle's wife was murdered the same way. So they're all afraid that Tam, Edward's wife, is going to be the next one. And she's worried about her son. And her son turns out not to be Edward is not the biological father of her son. This other guy is. And apparently everybody knows, everybody in the village knows, and nobody cares. The kid's gonna inherit legally because the guy recognized the kid as his own. And there's quite a few weird things going on in town with the townspeople, and they don't trust Ruby, and Ruby doesn't trust them, and she's like, I need to leave. This is no good. I need to leave the next day, and this is no good. I need to leave the next day. The day she does leave, though, she leaves in a hurricane, well, not a hurricane, but a torrential. She ends up back at the inn. She's sobbing wet at the inn where she got stoned. And Ryan's like, you gotta go back. And she's like, why do I gotta go back? Why? I just plotline purposes, yeah, I get it, but it just, I read the whole thing, but I'm telling you, I didn't want to. But I was like 3 chapters in, and I'm like, I've invested this, I'm gonna go through it, I'll do the video. I just wanted her to get out, and then you're thrown with the, apparently, our characters are gay. The ladies are gay. And, they're in love with each other, and they share a passionate kiss before deciding this isn't gonna work. It's, for reasons, blah, blah, blah. They were gonna run away with each other way back when, and there's a story there, and that's where she ended up with Edward, and she's suffering. And I was like, oh, God. I just was over it. I really was just over it. So, let's just go. So, she goes to the place and she delivers the books. And while she delivers the books, she's on the beach resting, and this guy wakes her up, and that's the guy she delivers the books to. And then she goes and has dinner with her friend Tam, and Tam is unhappy, blah, 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 blah. Edward ends up dead the next day. She dreams, because her dream was so real, she thinks she might have killed Edward. She didn't. Then the constable comes and they look at the body, and they bring this other guy to look at the body, and they say this ruined guy is a Pellar, and that's another word for witch. And then Ruby overhears the maids talking about how horrible of a husband Edward was, and how they spotted one of the guys naked in the lake taking a bath, and they were talking about him. And then Mrs. Penrose, the housekeeper, tells her about the curse that started a couple of 100 years ago, and how Edward, uncle, and his wife were murdered by the curse 30 years ago, and the curse has come back. And Ruby goes to her room. She's gonna go sleep, and she finds Ruin or Ryan or whatever you want to call him under her bed. And he's like, "You've got blood in your bed, and you've got this object under your bed, and why are these things here?" And she's like, "I don't know, blah, blah, blah." It takes a while. He finally believes her. They talk to a couple other staff. The, Miss Primrose always calls Ruby Maid. I never understood that, why she calls her Maid all the time. And the love affair between Tam and Ruby comes up. And, Ruin, whatever you want to call him, he develops feelings for Ruby. It's a little on the obvious side. But their relationship remains platonic in the entire book. She ends up going back to Mr. Owen. It's just, Secrets of the Three Fates. I'm gonna go get me a cozy, and I'm gonna sit down and read me a cozy. What you call it? My proof of murder. I'm telling you, even these books, I got more out of this than I did out of this. And this won awards. It won awards. It's so masterfully written. I'm telling you, those were long 3 hours. Read a page, put it down, go, I gotta finish. Read a page, put it down. Read a page, put it down. I just. But you can have a good day. You can try it. Have a good one.